Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. As always, your host Papatello bringing you coverage and news and all that good stuff from above. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. I know I am. I had a nice day today. I had a little Chinese food with the family, a little Mamatello, Papatello, a little John Sal's, a little Singapore May fun, a little egg roll beef on a stick action, a little wontons with Szechuan sauce. I'm getting hungry, coach. Give me a wonton. Settle down, lock it in, or you will get packed in Minecraft. You know the damn deal. However, though, I was thinking about earlier when I was having food, I was like, man, what happened if, just by any chance, the Warcraft Direct doesn't deliver? And I was thinking, and I was starting to speculate, and I was like, man, that leads me to, I guess, the much broader and bigger question is that, does this Direct itself need to deliver? Like, underline the word need. Does it have to? Does it need to? Is it that important in this time frame that we're in currently right now with World of Warcraft and just gaming in the industry itself and as a whole? And I do think that part of me believes that, yeah, one, this Direct does need to deliver, but at the same time, it doesn't need to take itself too serious. It doesn't need to, try to reinvent the wheel. It could play it safe, and it could just talk about a couple things that are, out right now, and Blizzard decides to really just, get through this as smoothly as they can before they hype up the next BlizzCon, which is something they could be building up towards. It's a very possibility that, maybe they save the Classic Plus announcement instead of doing it from, here, and with the Direct, they save that for next year with BlizzCon. That is a possibility. We don't know that, right? And that's the future. And we can't guess the future. We can just only hope for something good to come out of Blizzard when it comes to, World of Warcraft, right? And I really feel like that there's a lot of different things that they could talk about the Direct, like in terms of maybe a new IP underneath the Warcraft name, a couple mobile games, maybe stuff like that, maybe some forms of media and entertainment. And obviously they're going to go into like the normal stuff, like what Season of Discovery, Kata, Mop, they'll probably talk about that, and obviously retail itself. But is that it? Is that the big haymaker that they're looking for, And I feel like for some people, they feel like they don't need to deliver because, they're already happy with what they got. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually, applaud that, because at the end of the day, you could just be happy with what's going on right now, and that's fine, Like, obviously, you have retail. It's going to be going to its new patch here soon, visiting the Siren Isle, and obviously a roadmap ahead of that. And then obviously you have things going on with SOD, going on with the Phase 6 that's coming out with AQ, and, Kata with the Firelands, the people are, really looking forward to that as well. And obviously other people are playing other versions of WoW, probably like private servers and stuff that we won't name here, but you know what I'm getting at, right? And I really feel like, people are just gonna enjoy what's going on rather than worrying about what's going to happen. And that's why I feel like, in a way, the Direct doesn't need to deliver, but at the same time it does, because people are expecting seeing the future to be really bright with Blizzard games. They want to see what Blizzard been cooking for all this time with this big announcement, with this Direct, since they canceled a major event like BlizzCon that people every year dress up and go to, and they have a great time, and they come with their friends and families and loved ones, and they go to enjoy what they enjoy, right? And I think that's something that is really important to them, that they want to see the Direct shine in a really good way. And I just don't know if it's possible that the Direct is going to release anything new at all. We will see. It's very possible there might be nothing, and this is just one big, playing it safe and moving on. Maybe some people call it a scam. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, you let me know in the comments below. But I definitely think they're just going to, in my opinion, I think they're going to probably play it safe, not release too much. Maybe give us maybe a small snippet of something, but I hope for the best at the end of the day. And we don't even know the time frame of the Direct. I don't know if this Direct is gonna, do like a Nintendo Direct style and just do it like 30 minutes only and then just move on. I don't know if this is gonna be an hour Direct or a 2-hour Direct. Who knows? We don't know the direction of the Direct, So it's like, what the hell is actually gonna go on with this thing? I'm really curious for myself, and I wonder what you guys think in the comments below. Another thing I was wondering is, like, how much time will Classic have for this Direct? Like, how much content is going to be discussed, like, actually? And are they going to even talk about anything at all? I don't know, honestly. I definitely think they're going to talk about Classic for a bit, but how much is a bit? Are we talking 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? please. Depending on the time of the actual direct itself, I just don't know. I feel like they're going to probably talk about retail or other Warcraft related things or topics, with any other new things that they're going to be announcing, right? That they want to start capitalizing off of and make a new market out of. So I genuinely think that, Classic will have a very small portion of the show, and there's really just not much to really go off from, especially us as the fans and, creators and players of this game, or just Warcraft games in general. I just don't think it's going to be a lot, right? So that's just my personal opinion on how I feel about just the Classic discussion standpoint at the direct itself. Now, another thing I wanted to ask you guys is that, how disappointed, will people be if they announce things that, the fan base doesn't really care about, Like, obviously, we don't care about mobile games, right? I mean, you've already seen in the past with stuff like Diablo Immortal, right? Where fans were not happy about that one bit. I don't think the Warcraft fans really give, excuse my French, two shits when it comes to about mobile games. We want to see stuff that is happening on PC gaming. Now, obviously, they can have things going on with Xbox and, Microsoft, possibly a WoW Game Pass, collab, and now it's on Game Pass. Maybe they introduce, World of Warcraft to console gaming, right? And not mobile gaming. That would have been crazy, but console gaming. And that could be like a big announcement that they're waiting to push out. But as far as of any other announcements that are not really surrounded about World of Warcraft, or at least Warcraft, right? Because I know they were trying to rework the Reforged of Warcraft 3. I'm really curious to see what they're really going to talk about, because I genuinely think that it can't be something that is just so boring that people are not invested into it. Because for the people that are actually invested into the direct, and not the people that don't care about the direct, obviously, like from what we talked about earlier, there are going to be people that just don't care and they just want to be happy with what they got, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for the people that are actually involved and paying attention to the direct and they want to see some good stuff from it, they want to see some actually entertaining stuff, and stuff that's going to get them hyped and, feel re-energized of wanting to play the game again or get involved within World of Warcraft gaming. And they don't want the direct to be, just filled with just stuff that is not worth even giving a side eye to and not worth your money or your time. So I'm really looking forward to see what kind of topics and discussions and reveals they're going to show when it comes to, this direct, and not making people feel disappointed when tuning in. And I think that's really important. Another thing is I'm curious about too is that the possibility of rollback World of Warcraft Classic servers. Somebody brought this up in my comments, I think, on another video that I posted before. I forgot who it was, but I did see the comment. If you're watching this video, just know that was you that I'm talking about this topic on. But what are the possibilities that they bring back rollback, servers, or not even bring back, but just introduce, they never even had this before, so I don't even know why I'm saying bring back, but bring back Wrath TBC in Classic, in obviously a system of the three originals, right? And they decide to say, you know what, guys, we're going to have rollback fresh servers where every year the server will refresh itself, and you can continuously always playing on these three servers, on some dedicated servers that we'll always have for this game. And there will be no longer this thing where we always go through just Classic, just TBC, and Wrath. You could play your character on any one of these expansions, save your character on the original TBC or Wrath. It's just every year or so, it can be more than a year, the server will reset finally, and then everybody starts anew, and they just keep it going and going and going. And it's officially supported by Blizzard, from Blizzard, with dedicated Blizzard server support. And I think that would be really cool, because I think people are wanting a fresh. I think they're demanding a fresh too, especially the Classic era players, and they want to see fresh, right? And it doesn't matter what fresh you give them, they just want Classic fresh, they want TBC fresh or Wrath fresh, and they want to play it on actual servers that have support and will actually refresh itself after a time being when the game is getting too stale and boring and it's time to start anew. And maybe that gives them an opportunity to play a new class and go a different direction, a different route. And I think that would be cool, because honestly, everybody, that I know that, played World of Warcraft back in the day, they love playing, Classic. They love playing TBC. They love playing Wrath, and giving the options for people to just enjoy the ones that they want to play the most, I think that's a W move by Blizzard. I think that would be a really cool announcement at the Direct. That's something I would actually be hyped for, is just seeing actual, rollback server support where people can play on any, you know, version of WoW that they want, have their character saved. They don't need to have to force move their character or anything like that, and they can just always continue their character with copies and, you know, just move on and move forward. And, you know, you have a nice little system in place to make all people happy when it comes to playing, you know, the 3 versions of the game that they all, you know and love. Another thing that I'm really curious about too is if they're even going to talk about hardcore. It's one thing that we didn't mention in this video at all, is obviously, you know, hardcore is a big thing, you know, and a lot of people that I've seen in comments, you know, on YouTube as well, they don't believe hardcore is coming, but it is coming. Hardcore is 100% certified coming. There's a reason why OnlyFans and a lot of these other creators are talking about the hype of it, because they know it's coming. So if people are telling you that hardcore is coming, best believe it is. This is not something that is not happening anymore. And if it were to miraculously get canceled or canned, then that would be a crazy video. We would be talking about that right away. But guys, it is coming, and for my hardcore enjoyers, I'm really excited for putting out videos in the future when it comes to hardcore content. It's gonna be really fun. But besides that, I want to talk about the discussion and the possibilities of hardcore actually having, like, you know, versions like TBC or WRAF, and I want to know your thoughts if they announce a hardcore TBC or a hardcore WRAF of the Lich King. What are your thoughts on that? And would you guys actually enjoy a different pace of hardcore instead of just going through classic, but actually through TBC and WRAF? And would you think that would be a W move by Blizzard or an L? And I honestly feel like, in my personal opinion, I think it might be enjoyable, because it gives people options to do hardcore through different routes and, you know, do different strategies. And obviously, you know, with each new expansion, like, you know, TBC and WRAF in comparisons to classic, and I'm not calling them new, but I'm saying for a new version of hardcore, that is a new version of an expansion that nobody's ever experienced. No one's ever experienced a hardcore TBC or a hardcore WRAF unless you've done it on some private servers. But I'm saying that, you know, an official dedicated thing by Blizzard would be actually very interesting, and I'm very curious on, you know, your guys' thoughts and comments below. What classes would you even play? You know, what would you even consider if they gave us that option? I know me, obviously, Paladin all the way. That's just how I am. But 100%, I would think this would be a really good move by Blizzard to introduce at the Warcraft Direct. So Blizzard, honestly, if you got anything cooking, or if you need somebody to announce it, shout out to your boy Papatello. Much love to you. I'll get the fans hype. You best believe it. You throw me a whole case of Poland Springs, we got a party up in this bitch. Much love to you. However, though, yes, blessed by the gods indeed. At the Cathedral of Light, I see you guys are blessing all the people in the Paladins with great water. Give 24 packs to every class in the game. Much love to you. However, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Chair squeaking again. We got to get that WD-40, guys. I need somebody to send me some lotion. Let's oil that bitch up. No diddy, though. Settle down. Much love. I appreciate y'all watching the videos as always. And just remember, I guess this is more of a side note thing. Thank you for always watching and supporting the VODs. Whether it's, you know, 1 viewer, 100, or 1,000. I really appreciate you guys, even the haters. It doesn't matter, because you guys obviously make this channel what it is, and I wouldn't be nowhere without you. So much love to you. A little emotional. Lock it in, keep on keeping on, shine on, all that good stuff, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Some of y'all don't know what it's like growing up getting hit by a shoe or a chancla, you know, or the chancleta. You don't know what that's like, bro. You don't know what it's like. My mom used to beat my ass with a wooden spoon, or I would get hit with the back of a slipper. I don't know if I ever got smacked with a shoe, but I'm sure this shit would hurt, all right? So take this shoe and shove it up your ass. Settle down.